Hello, I'm here again, and I'm going to let you know about our week. So it's been a bit, I'm calling it drained and strained because Mick's definitely strained. He's got a poorly knee, and I'm feeling very drained. But it is what it is, and we have to get through it. So, but yeah, Mick's still struggling with quite a lot of pain after his two falls. Painful ribs still from the first fall, and a very, very sore knee after his second fall. So he's really is hobbling about. I've stopped him using his sticks because he was very wobbly on those. So he's using his rollator all of the time now, or his trolley, as we like to call it, trolley dolly. So we can carry all his stuff around on it because it's got a seat which he can use as a sort of table thing, and it's much more secure, four wheels. And he's using it inside and outside. I've said, don't worry if you bring dirt in, it doesn't matter. I'd rather you're on your feet. So he's getting used to using the rollator in and out of the house now, and it's definitely much more stable. And he's coping really well. And his knee really is strained. It's still really painful even after 2 weeks. So I do feel for him, but there's nothing that can be done. He's just got to try and keep the weight off it as much as possible. Um, so yes, and then I've been feeling drained because it really takes it out of me. Caring for him, thinking about him, worrying about him, planning things for him and around him, and that's without thinking about any of the things going on in my actual side of life. So it's quite exhausting, and I have to really find ways to pick myself up. I always still go for my walk in the morning, even if I don't feel like it. And I have to say, my walks have been a bit more relaxed, let's say, not quite as power walking, but I'm still out, still doing at least 4 miles each day. I have reverted to eating lots of chocolate, but I'm not even going to worry about that at the moment. So, and the worrying, it doesn't stop. I mean, I went out on Saturday night, and then I just worry. I worry that while I'm out, he's going to have an incident, and then I think, should I cancel the night out? I'm like, no, I can't stop my life. So we just set him up. We put the pendant round his neck. He had dinner before I went. In fact, did I order him a pizza? I think I ordered him a pizza to be delivered. So he was fine. But it just doesn't, it doesn't change the fact that I still worry about it. And actually he was fine, but I still worry about it. And it was a really great evening because I met a friend. We went for a curry, and then we went to a show, and it was a murder trial reenactment, and we were the jury. So it was fascinating. They had the judge and the um, uh, all the witnesses and the accused, and then they had the prosecution and the defense, and they went through. It was actually a real story, not a real story, a real life trial, and obviously that we just had like a couple of hours, whereas normally it would be about 6 weeks. But at the end of it, we were the jury, so there was an app, and we had to vote whether we thought that the woman was guilty or not guilty of murdering her husband. And the audience voted 60% not guilty, which was me as well, because I felt even though she might have done it, there wasn't enough of evidence to convict her. But I was wrong, and in real life, she was actually convicted and later did actually admit to the murder. So we actually know what the result was. So it was brilliant. It was a brilliant evening, and Mick was fine, no accidents or incidents. So that was a big whew for me. And then the following day, I was out just for a little while because I went for a walk with my friend. We walk the first Sunday of each month, but rather than going a long distance, she came to me and we just walked around the woods because I didn't want to be gone too long at that stage. So, and she was happy to do that. So that was all right. And then that afternoon, we actually watched the Miami F1 race, and big news. Max Verstappen was beaten fair and square by my favourite driver, Lando Norris. So Lando got his first win. He beat Max. Max didn't win. So that was brilliant. It was a really great race. It really, me and Mick were really happy for the rest of the evening. It was quite a late one, but it was just brilliant to see Lando do so well, and British driver. So yeah, that's good. But yeah, through the week we've had a couple of poo incidents. Some just little ones, little poo in the pants that we can change, and then a couple of major messy clothes, messy floor. And you know what? It exhausts both of us because it really takes it out of him dealing with it all. And then I don't show him that it bothers me because I want to be practical and I don't want him to feel embarrassed or anything about it. But inside I'm like, oh, here we go again. And this is why we don't go out, as I've said before, we don't go out because we always worry about this. So, but the good news is We've actually got 2 appointments come through now, one with the GP and one with the specialist continence service. So we'll see if they can give us any useful advice on how to manage it, anything we need to do differently, even if we can just get like some pads on the NHS on the prescription, because he doesn't pay for prescriptions now. So that would be really useful. I mean, he doesn't wear the pads, but when we go on the cruise and things like that, I mean, he will need to. So, yeah, so that should be good. I mean, I suspect that the continence service will tell him that he should stop smoking and they should stop drinking coffee, because they're probably both things, I'm pretty sure they're both things that will be irritants, but that's not going to happen. You know, I mean, his life's quite short and miserable anyway. Why would you stop doing the 2 things that you really enjoy? So we'll see. But anyway, in the meantime, it's been a glorious week after a very wet bank holiday Monday. This last week has been absolutely glorious. We've sat in the garden, read books. I've had some bit of work to do and some clients, but in between that, I found lots of time to sit in the garden, read my book. Nick's joined me for some of the time. I mean, he loves the sun, but it doesn't agree with him very much anymore. But we put the brolly up, we sit in the shade, and just being outside and just having that blue sky. It just lifts my mood significantly when the sun's out and the sky's blue. It's just amazing. So that's been good. And then otherwise I've been planning, because I'm going to Budapest this weekend with my friends, which is another thing that's been worrying me. I mean, we've got carers in place now that are coming in each day to help him with a meal. My dad will come around one day, my cleaner will be here another day. So he'll probably be fed up of people by the time I get home. But I just need that peace of mind, and I'm still going to worry about him anyway. But I bought a few things for my trip. Got some new smart trainers to go out with. I've got a new little rucksacky handbag type thing. Bought a couple of polo shirts. So that'll all be good for my trip to Budapest, and also be useful for the cruise as well. So yeah, so I've got it all in place. It's all lined up. It won't stop me worrying, but we'll see how it goes. We've been practicing this week, so I've been making sure that he remembers to put his pendant on each morning. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. And I've been sort of pretending that I'm not here, even though I am here, so that he can make sure that he can do things that he needs to do when I'm away. So it's going okay. And we've got a couple of days left to fine tune it before I go away. I'm only away for 4 days, but do you know what? I just need to know that he's going to be safe, because otherwise I would just be worrying all the time. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And anyway, I am going to enjoy my 4 days away. I am looking forward to the break, even though I'll be worrying. There will be times when I don't think about it as well. So it's going to be good for me. And I'll let you know how I get on, or how he gets on, when I get back, and I will update you next week. But I hope you have a great week. And if you're enjoying these, please remember to subscribe to my channel, because I want to share these stories with people, just so that other people who are in a similar situation know that they're not on their own. Because I know I'm not on my own. I know there are other people out there, and we just have to get through it and just listen to my ramblings and hope that it inspires other people to deal with whatever it is that they've got going on. Anyway, have a great week. See you soon.